Very recently, it was an edition that was made for men to look at beautiful women in bikinis or in swimsuits, because Sports Illustrated used to be, a magazine for men.
Yes.
And last week there were four cover girls released. So they had 4 different colors. Covers. Kim Kardashian, Sierra, Mae Musk, and Yumi something.
Who's Mae Musk?
Elon Musk's mom.
Oh, wasn't she a model?
She was a model. She still is. Yeah, she models. She has been modeling since she was very young. She was also Miss South Africa, I think, beauty pageant winner. She's 76 or something, and she's the oldest cover girl for Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Right. I mean, I think it's really great to see older women who are healthy and take care of themselves the way that Mae Musk does. I mean, does she belong on the cover of a swimsuit? Sports Illustrated swimsuit? That's a question. I mean, look, if Sports Illustrated swimsuit is still made for men,
right? There's a historical context to it.
I do wonder if she's the right person to be on the cover, but it seemed to be divided. What I was seeing online, half people were like, "This is really cool and empowering." The other half was like, "I'm not into geriatrics. Like, sorry, this is not attractive."
Yeah,
because
the way I always thought of it was that the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition was kind of like, light pornography.
Yes, that's what I think it was supposed to be.
Right.
Like, yeah, light.
Hot girls
porn.
in swimsuits.
Hot girls in swimsuits. That's what it traditionally always was.
But now it's not that anymore. It's just like, hey, let's social justice swimsuit edition.
Last year they had a man.
Oh, yeah.
Swimsuit edition who called himself a woman.
Like Borat?
With the lime green. No, but it was some I think Thai or Filipino guy who, got all the surgeries done.
Oh, a ladyboy. No,
maybe.
ladyboys still have the things.
Yeah, he might still have his junk, but...
So what started ticking your clock about this?
Well, because the one of the other cover stars of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition was a very fat girl.
Yeah.
Her name is Uni something.
Should I put a picture right here?
Yeah.
Why do I always do this?
Throw the picture up there. Yumi Nu is her name. And this whole thing kind of went viral last week because everyone was talking about it, of course, and Jordan Peterson commented on it.
Mm-hmm.
He tweeted a photo of Yumi Nu's cover. And the thing is, she's very pretty. She has a really pretty face, right? Yes. She has a very pretty face.
Yeah.
But she's really overweight.
Wait, let me see it again.
She's overweight.
Would you overweight? Yes, but would you say really overweight?
I would say really overweight. I think she's definitely 30 pounds overweight for her size.
Okay.
For her height. Probably.
Yeah, she's not Marilyn Monroe.
She's not. No.
Okay.
And this is what, and I talked about this at my event this weekend. Like, the original body positivity had the right thing in mind. It was the idea of celebrating women's natural bodies that don't fall into the mold of the size 0 supermodel, because that's like, if you think about all the models of the 1990s, like they just hit the
heroin
genetic
chic.
Heroin chic. They just hit the genetic jackpot, and they probably starved themselves in a lot of cases too.
Right.
But
not healthy either.
Not healthy. But so body positivity was meant to celebrate things like, maybe you're a size 6. Maybe you have some stretch marks from pregnancy. Maybe you have a C-section scar from pregnancy. Right. Maybe you're naturally a little bit thicker, but still healthy, you know? But now body positivity has been hijacked into like putting an obese woman on the cover of Cosmopolitan and literally having the title, "This is Healthy." Did you see that cover last year or something?
Yeah, Gavin would just say, "You're dying."
Yeah. And that girl is dying, Jessamine Stanley. I know.
Who's the one with all the tattoos?
Is she the fat one?
Yeah, remember I've sent you a couple of her.
Tess Holliday. She is
she's
obese.
And what do they do with people like Adele, who lose weight, who try to get healthy? They ridicule them. Who's that actress, that Australian actress that lost?
Rebel Wilson.
We were watching a movie.
She did so great.
Carly was watching a movie. She's like, "This movie's funny. Let's watch it." Because she started watching it, and then I came along and I was like, "Who is that? Why does she look familiar?" And she said, "That's Rebel Wilson."
Rebel Wilson.
So I got my phone. I said, "Whoa,
humongous
no
weight
way."
loss. Yeah. And you know why? What prompted her weight loss? Fertility. She wanted to make sure she was fertile enough to have kids.
Really?
Yeah. Which is like, that is a serious concern.
Was she ridiculed for losing weight?
Yeah, for sure. Her and Adele, they definitely got some comments from like fat girls online who said things like, I find this is like really hurtful to me because you are my body icon and you were an inspiration for me which is just like, it's all about them. It's just all about you all the time. But if women like Rebel Wilson and Adele have done an incredible job losing weight and getting healthy, and they look beautiful. And there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, they look beautiful. Like objectively, Adele looks much better today than she did when she first came on the scene. She was obese.
Right.
She was very overweight. And so this girl, Yumi Nu, like she's pretty, but it's just one of those things where like, what are we really doing here? What are we really promoting? And so Jordan Peterson tweeted this and he said, sorry, not beautiful. And no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that.
Really?
Which is interesting. Like, I don't know. I just would never, I guess I would expect Jordan Peterson to comment on something like this, but like this is a hard stance.
That is.
Not beautiful. No amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change it. He got wrecked. People have been like, they went crazy over this last week. And they're posting screenshots of him and saying, dude, look at you, you're so ugly. But the whole point is that like nobody is putting him on the cover of a magazine and saying that he's beautiful.
Exactly.
He never is trying to claim that he's some sort of model and beautiful. This is a better picture right here. And you can throw this one up too. Like that's unhealthy.
It and send it to me.
That's unhealthy.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're trying to prop this up as beautiful and trying to redefine what beauty means. Yes, I understand that throughout eras and cultures, the cultural idea of what is beautiful will slightly shift and change, right? Like during like romanticism, women they had a little more meat on them.
Yeah.
They were not fat, but they didn't look like what Kate Moss looks like. They didn't look like what Blake Lively looks like. They just had a little bit more on their figure.
Look why corsets, were used.
Yeah.
To accentuate the hips and the top.
And in a lot of time periods when a woman was softer and had a little more fat on her, it indicated a couple things. It indicated fertility. It also indicated high class because women who were able to sit around and eat more, they had access to different types of food and they didn't have to be out in the fields working. It indicated a higher class.
Sure.
And that was sort of the representation of beauty. So I understand that in different times of history, the idea of what is beautiful will slightly change. But a really overweight model that will never ever be accepted and should never be accepted as the standard of beauty.
I have a conspiracy theory.
Do you?
I think I know who's pushing this sort of stuff.
Oh, I think I do too, but go ahead.
Big food.
Yeah.
Big pharma, right? So they put someone like this on the cover of a magazine and say, this is beautiful, this is healthy, because they've done that before. This is healthy. So what do they do?
That's their actual headline.
You have an incorrect food pyramid that's telling you to eat all these things that you shouldn't be eating. You eventually get to that size. You made a lot of fast food companies money. You made a lot of, Kellogg's and all these other different types of companies. You made them money. What do the pharmaceuticals do? Oh, they try to sell you stuff to lose weight. And not only that, because you get to that weight, you get to be sick.
Yep.
So then the pharmaceutical industry says, hey, we've got
blood pressure medication.
We've got these medications that will make you feel better.
Yeah.
But telling someone who is obese to exercise is wrong. Telling someone who eats too much to not eat as much is wrong.
Why?
I don't know why.
It's not wrong. Oh, you mean they're saying it's wrong?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I think the conspiracy.
And I would add to that and say, and I said this in my talk over the weekend at my event, I believe that there is an intentional, coordinated effort to encourage women to self-destruct in mass amounts. This kind of content, it's deliberate. It's not an accident. They really want you to be unhealthy. They want you to be sick. And this is what I texted you last week. This is not some shallow thing that we're talking about. The idea that women should be beautiful is not shallow. It's not misogynistic. It's not sexist, because when you talk about the roles of men and women in culture and society and the way that God created men and women, out of the two genders, women, it is our duty in a way to embody beauty. Mm-hmm. I am not talking about beauty like Jennifer Lopez beauty or Hollywood beauty. Booty.
Jennifer Lopez booty.
I'm
always in there with the euphemisms.
I'm not talking about beauty as in like the perfect, sculpted face through plastic surgery and size 0 and the perfect hourglass shape. No, I'm talking about this ethereal sense and the embodiment of beauty. That's what women's role is when you're talking about the two genders. Women embody beauty. That's one of our...
What a great thing.
It's one of our sacred duties on earth.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that beauty is something where it's like, you have to be like a naturally beautiful person all the time, like perfect face, symmetrical face. No, I'm talking about women who are not even like that. It's gonna sound bad. Women who are not like that attractive can still be beautiful. It's about your spirit. It's about your femininity. It's about how you carry yourself. It's about what you wear. Like a really good example, I don't like her. I'm not a fan of her by any means, but Ivanka Trump, she's not pretty, her face, right? But I think she embodies beauty. I think she dresses really well. I think she carries herself with class.
Sure.
She's had a lot of plastic surgery, but you get what I'm saying is that she embodies beauty. She's a good example of somebody who's not like traditionally didn't really hit the genetic jackpot.
Sure.
The Trumps did not hit the genetic jackpot when it comes to beauty, but she has found a way to really carry herself. And so when we're talking about pushing this kind of content of really obese women, fat, saying this is like the new standard of beauty, this harms women by telling them that being unhealthy and treating your body poorly and overeating and being fat is a good thing. You are harming the spirit of femininity. You are destroying the beauty that women are supposed to embody in society. And I think it's a really serious thing that's happening. It's not shallow. It's not something to just be laughed off. It's a coordinated effort on women to self-destruct. They want us fat.
Yeah,
they
how are you
want
going
us
to carry
be
yourself
ugly.
if you can't even carry yourself?
How are you going to carry your kids if you can't even carry yourself?
Yeah. How are you going to carry yourself if you can't walk?
Poor Jordan Peterson. I mean, but he's used to being dragged for anything. I mean, they're sharing like these truly ugly screenshots of him. And they're like, oh, and Vosh responded to him. He's like, it's all right, sir. I like men too. It's like, so you're gay because you don't like fat girls?
Well, that's that guy.
These people are just, but it's like
Vosh
a lot
likes
of this
little kids as
stuff.
well, so.
A lot of these comments are like, oh, so you're gay. It's like, all right, so I don't like fat girls, so now I'm gay. Like my husband doesn't like fat girls.
Guess I'm gay.
Like what?
If that's what it takes to be gay.
So women, it's a good thing to be beautiful. It's a good thing to take care of yourself and carry yourself well and be in shape. Again, you don't have to be a size 0. Oh, there was a comment that somebody put on our YouTube. They were asking, does Gina think that everyone should be a size 0?
On what video?
I forgot what video it was. It was
Maybe
a while
your Q&A?
back. Maybe.
No?
And like, obviously not. Like, obviously women have different types of frames and different types of bodies. And I always warn women, you see a lot of content where they're like, if you do this kind of workout, you're going to get like a Victoria's Secret figure. If you do this kind of workout, you're going to get this woman's figure. There's no workout in the world that can give you anybody's figure. You have your own natural figure and you have to figure out what that means for you. You may naturally be a size 6. You may naturally be a size 0. You're definitely not naturally a size 14. Let me tell you that right now. Nobody is naturally obese.
Yeah.
Nobody is naturally fat, but absolutely women have different sizes and different figures. I was never a skinny girl, I've had a bit more muscle on me than most women usually do. I've always been more athletic. I do not have the classic hourglass shape. However, that doesn't mean that I'm going to get really fat and say that this is my natural figure and society just needs to change its beauty standards. So it's a good thing for women to be beautiful and you should strive after beauty.
Yeah. Debrief. We had a post going viral on TikTok for a little while there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think it's got almost 500,000 views.
Hoes being hoes.